The deeper essence of love. When we think of love, we often picture a warm, familiar feeling, romantic gestures, shared laughter, or a spark of attraction. But Carl Jung, the renowned psychoanalyst, invites us to look beyond the surface. For Jung, love is not just a fleeting emotion or a moment of passion. It's a transformative force, a sacred energy capable of reshaping our very soul. True love, in his view, is far more than affection or desire. It's a profound psychological and spiritual bond that calls us to become our most authentic selves. When someone truly loves you, their love transcends superficial admiration or temporary feelings. It's not about possession or control, but about liberation, nurturing, and challenging you to grow in ways you never imagined. This kind of love doesn't demand you fit into a mold or meet expectations. It celebrates your uniqueness, encouraging you to embrace who you are at your core. Jung called this process individuation, the lifelong journey of discovering and integrating your true self. In the sacred space of genuine love, you're not asked to shrink or change or to expand, to evolve, to step fully into your essence, the hallmarks of true love. So, how do you know when someone truly loves you? According to Jung, genuine love reveals itself in actions, patience, and unwavering support. It's not loud or possessive. It's quiet, steady, and deeply respectful. Here are some signs of true love, rooted in Jung philosophy. 1. Honoring your individuality. When someone loves you authentically, they don't try to shape you into their ideal version of you. They see your essence, your quirks, passions, and unique spark, and they want you to be more who you are, not less. They encourage your dreams, your creativity, and your personal growth, even when it leads you on a path different from their own. 2. Walking beside you through the shadows. Jung believed we all carry a shadow, the hidden parts of ourselves like fears, insecurities, or desires we've buried. True love doesn't shy away from these darker aspects. Instead, it creates a safe space where you can explore and integrate them without judgment. A person who loves you will stand by you in your moments of vulnerability, not to fix you, but to support you as you face your inner battles. They embrace your imperfections, seeing them as sacred marks of your humanity. 3. A mirror to your soul. Genuine love acts as a mirror, reflecting not just who you are now, but who you could become. It reveals your potential, your complexity, and the depths of your soul that you might not yet fully see. This kind of love doesn't keep you comfortable. It challenges you to grow, to confront your limitations, and to rise into your highest self. It's a fire that purifies, awakens, and transforms. 4. Respecting your autonomy. True love never seeks to control or possess. It thrives in freedom, allowing both partners to follow their own paths while walking side by side. A person who loves you respects your choices, your boundaries, and your dreams, even when they differ from their own. This mutual respect is the foundation of a balanced, healthy relationship. 5. Navigating conflict with care. Jung emphasized that conflict is inevitable in deep relationships, as two souls will inevitably touch each other's wounds. But true love isn't defined by the absence of disagreements. It's defined by how they're handled. A person who loves you doesn't run from tension or manipulate to maintain control. They face discomfort with honesty, seeking understanding over dominance, and turn conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper intimacy. Love as a catalyst for healing. True love, in Jung's view, is a journey toward wholeness. It doesn't erase your flaws or hide your pain. It invites you to embrace them, to learn from them, and to transform them. When someone loves you authentically, they become a partner in your healing, not by saving you, but by holding space for you to save yourself. They walk with you through your joys and your struggles, knowing that suffering often births the greatest transformations. This love doesn't demand perfection. It celebrates your humanity, scars and all. Jung saw our scars not as weaknesses, but as evidence of survival, growth, and resilience. To love someone truly is to accept these marks as part of their story, not something to fix, but something to understand. It's a commitment to grow together, to evolve through the discomfort of change, and to honor each other's journey without rushing or controlling it. The spiritual resonance of intimacy, beyond emotional and physical. Jung saw love as a deeply spiritual force. When you meet someone who truly sees you, beyond your masks, beyond your defenses, something sacred unfolds. It's not just about bodies or words. It's about energies aligning, souls recognizing each other in a way that feels ancient and unexplainable. This connection isn't always perfect or easy. It can arrive like a storm, stirring your wounds and vulnerabilities. But within that chaos lies clarity, a quiet knowing that says, this is real. With the right person, intimacy becomes a sacred ritual. You feel safe to unveil your soul, to let go of pretense and exist in your raw, honest form. Your heartbeat sinks, your breath slows, and your mind quiets. It's not just desire. It's presence, a profound sense of being exactly where you're meant to be. This kind of intimacy doesn't demand explanations or logic. It simply is, and your soul knows it before your mind can catch up, choosing yourself as a foundation of love. Jung's teachings remind us that true love begins within. You cannot fully receive or give authentic love if you haven't first learned to love yourself. This isn't about arrogance or selfishness. It's about embracing your flaws, your shadows, and your dreams with compassion. When you choose yourself, you set the tone for the kind of love you invite into your life. You stop settling for shallow connections or relationships that dim your light. Instead, you attract people who see your essence, who challenge you to grow, and who celebrate your authenticity. Choosing yourself means listening to your intuition, setting boundaries, and letting go of what no longer serves you. It's about trusting that quiet voice within, the one that whispers when something feels off or when you're on the right path. Jung called this connection to the unconscious essential. It's your soul's way of guiding you toward fulfillment. When you honor that voice, you align with your truth, and the universe responds, bringing people and opportunities that resonate with your authentic self. The ripple effect of authenticity. When you live authentically, you don't just transform your own life. You inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon, showing those around you what it means to embrace their true selves. Jung believed that individual transformation creates a ripple effect, shifting relationships, communities, and even the world. By choosing yourself, you contribute to a collective awakening, a movement toward deeper consciousness and connection. This journey isn't always easy. There will be moments of doubt, resistance, and fear. The world may push back, clinging to the version of you that fits its expectations. But every time you choose your truth over external demands, you strengthen your connection to your essence. You discover a peace that no chaos can shake, a clarity that guides your decisions, and a power that comes from living unapologetically as yourself. A call to reflect and act. Take a moment to pause and reflect. Are you cultivating relationships that nourish your soul? Are you allowing yourself to be authentic? Or are you holding on to masks to please others? What can you let go to step closer to your true self? These questions aren't meant to judge, but to awaken. The journey to true love, both for yourself and others, begins with a single courageous choice: to honor who you are. If this message resonates, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment about what stirred your heart or what steps you're ready to take toward authenticity. Together, we can build a community of souls committed to love, growth, and wholeness. Subscribe and join this movement, because real love, transformative, sacred, and true, starts with you. The sacred dance of intimacy. True love, as Carl Jung envisioned, is not a static state but a dynamic, living force, a dance between two souls that transcends the ordinary. In this second part, we delve deeper into the spiritual and emotional resonance of love, exploring how it awakens the unconscious and transforms us into our truest selves. This is not about fleeting moments of passion, but about a profound connection that speaks to the core of who we are, stirring something ancient, sacred, and undeniable. When you stand in the presence of someone who truly loves you, something shifts. It's not just about physical closeness or shared words. It's an energy, a quiet recognition that feels like coming home. Jung described this as a meeting of souls, where the unconscious rises to the surface, whispering truths you may have forgotten. This kind of intimacy is not loud or demanding. It's a gentle unfolding, a sacred space where you can be raw, vulnerable, and fully yourself without fear. The language of the soul. With the right person, intimacy becomes more than an exchange. It becomes a conversation without words. Your soul speaks in silences, in glances, in the way your breath aligns with theirs. Jung believed that the deepest connections bypass logic, tapping into a primal knowing that defies explanation. You don't need to analyze it. You feel it in your bones. It's as if your soul recognizes theirs, not from this lifetime alone, but from a timeless place where paths have crossed before. This connection doesn't always arrive neatly packaged. Sometimes it feels like a storm, stirring old wounds, fears, and vulnerabilities you've kept hidden. But within that chaos lies a profound clarity, a certainty that this person, this moment, is meant to be. They don't just see your surface. They sense the depths of your being, the parts you've buried or forgotten. And in their presence, you're not afraid to unveil them. This is the essence of true intimacy, a space where you can be seen not just with eyes, but with the heart. Love is a mirror to your essence. Jung taught that love is a mirror, reflecting not only who you are, but who you could become. When someone truly loves you, they don't just accept you, they illuminate you. They hold space for your growth, not by pushing you to change, but by inspiring you to evolve. This love doesn't cling to comfort or stagnate in familiarity. It challenges you to confront your shadows, to embrace your complexities, and to step into your highest potential. This mirroring isn't always easy. The right person will touch your wounds, not to hurt you, but to help you heal. They'll stir the parts of yourself you've kept hidden, your fears, your insecurities, your unspoken dreams. It can feel overwhelming, even terrifying, to be so deeply seen. But with true love, there's no judgment, only compassion. They don't run from your darkness. They walk beside you as you face it, offering a steady hand and a safe space to explore your inner world. The courage to be vulnerable. True intimacy demands vulnerability, a willingness to let go of masks and defenses. With the right person, you don't feel the need to hide or perform. You can be flawed laminas de focus, unapologetically yourself, flawed, beautiful, and human. Jung saw this vulnerability as the gateway to the soul's transformation. By opening yourself fully, you allow love to become a catalyst for healing, helping you integrate the fragmented parts of your psyche and move toward wholeness. This vulnerability is not weakness. It's courage. It's the bravery to show your scars, to speak your fears, to let your soul be seen without pretense. And when someone loves you truly, they honor this act of courage. They don't exploit your openness or demand perfection. They celebrate your authenticity, creating a space where you can grow without losing yourself. The alchemy of transformation. Jung viewed love as an alchemical process, a transformative force that reshapes both partners. When two people love each other authentically, they become collaborators in each other's individuation, the journey toward becoming their true selves. This isn't about merging into one or losing your identity. It's about two whole beings walking parallel paths, supporting each other's growth while remaining distinct. This alchemy happens in the quiet moments, the shared silences, the unspoken understandings, the times when you feel safe to be still. It's in the way they listen to your heart, not just your words, the way they hold space for your dreams, even when they don't fully understand them. True love doesn't seek to control or complete you. It empowers you to discover your own completeness, to remember the wholeness that's always been within you. The freedom of authentic love. One of Jung's most profound insights is that true love thrives in freedom. It doesn't cage or restrict. It liberates. When someone loves you authentically, they respect your autonomy, your boundaries, and your unique journey. They don't demand you conform to their vision of you. They encourage you to follow your inner compass, even when it leads you in unexpected directions. This mutual respect creates a balanced relationship where both partners can flourish as individuals while building something beautiful together. This freedom is the opposite of codependency. It's not about needing each other to feel whole, but about choosing to share your wholeness with one another. It's a partnership rooted in trust, where conflicts are faced with honesty, where growth is celebrated, and where both people are free to evolve without fear of losing the other. The spiritual awakening of love. At its deepest level, true love is a spiritual awakening. It's not just about two people connecting. It's about two souls recognizing each other in a way that transcends time and logic. Jung believed that such connections touch the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of human experience that binds us all. When you meet someone who resonates with your soul, it feels like a homecoming, a rediscovery of something eternal within you. This awakening doesn't require grand gestures or perfect circumstances. It's found in the quiet moments, when you catch their eye and feel understood, when you share a silence that holds more meaning than words, when you realize your soul is no longer searching. It's a sacred stillness, a recognition that you're exactly where you're meant to be, a call to embrace the journey. The journey to true love begins with you. As Jung emphasized, you cannot fully receive or give authentic love without first loving yourself. This means embracing your shadows, trusting your intuition, and choosing to live in alignment with your truth. When you do, you open the door to connections that nourish your soul, relationships that don't deplete you but inspire you to grow. Reflect on your life. Are you holding space for authentic love, or are you settling for less? Are you honoring your own essence, or are you hiding behind masks to please others? The path to true love is not about finding the perfect person. It's about becoming the truest version of yourself and inviting others to do the same. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. A friend, a loved one, or anyone searching for deeper connection. Leave a comment about what this journey means to you. What truths it has stirred within your heart. Join this community of souls committed to authenticity, growth, and love. Subscribe and stay connected, because together we can awaken the transformative power of true love, a power that starts within and radiates outward, changing the world one heart at a time. Thank you for being here. Your presence is no accident. Let's continue this journey together, choosing love, truth, and the courage to be our truest selves. Choosing yourself as a foundation of love. In the final chapter of this exploration, inspired by Carl Jung's profound insights, we turn inward to uncover the most essential truth about love. It begins with you. True love, whether given or received, cannot flourish unless you first cultivate a deep, unwavering love for yourself. Jung's teachings remind us that the journey to authentic connection is rooted in self-acceptance, courage, and a commitment to living in alignment with your true essence. Choosing yourself is not an act of selfishness, but a sacred act of self-respect. It's about honoring your needs, your boundaries, and the quiet voice within that guides you toward fulfillment. Jung believed that our connection to the unconscious, our soul's compass, is not optional but vital. When you ignore this inner voice, you drift further from your truth, creating a life that feels hollow or misaligned. But when you listen, when you dare prioritize yourself, you unlock a transformative power that reshapes not only your life but the relationships you attract. The courage to face your shadows. Jung's concept of the shadow, the hidden parts of our psyche, including fears, insecurities, and suppressed desires, is central to this journey. To love yourself fully, you must confront these shadows, not with judgment but with compassion. This process, which Jung called individuation, is about integrating all parts of yourself, light and dark, to become whole. It's not easy. Facing your flaws or acknowledging past choices that didn't reflect your truth can feel uncomfortable, even painful. But this discomfort is where growth begins. When you embrace your shadows, you gain clarity and strength. You stop hiding from yourself and start seeing your imperfections as part of your humanity, not as burdens to erase. This self-acceptance creates a ripple effect. It allows you to show up authentically in your relationships, inviting others to do the same. A person who truly loves you will support this journey, holding space for your vulnerabilities without trying to fix you. They see your shadows not as flaws, but as sacred pieces of your story. The power of intuition. Jung described intuition as a direct line to the unconscious, a knowing that transcends logic. When you choose yourself, you strengthen this inner compass, learning to trust the subtle signals that tell you what feels right or wrong. That nagging unease when a relationship drains you, that spark of joy when you're aligned with your truth. These are your soul's way of speaking. Listening to them requires courage, especially when they lead you away from the familiar or challenge societal expectations. Choosing yourself means saying no to what doesn't serve you, whether the toxic relationship, a draining job, or a dream that no longer resonates. It's about letting go of the need for external validation and trusting that your worth comes from within. When you live from this place of authenticity, you attract people who resonate with your true self, not the version you crafted to please others. Synchronicity and alignment. Jung's concept of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that reflect your inner state, comes alive when you choose yourself. As you align with your truth, the universe seems to respond, bringing people, opportunities, and experiences that mirror your authenticity. The right connections appear at the right time, not by chance, but because your energy is in harmony with your essence. These synchronicities are not magic. They're the natural result of living in alignment with your soul. This alignment doesn't mean a life free of challenges. In fact, choosing yourself often invites resistance, both from within and from the world around you. Old fears may surface, and others may question your choices, uncomfortable with the version of you that no longer seeks approval. But this resistance is a sign of growth, a friction between the old and the new. Each time you reaffirm your commitment to your truth, you strengthen your connection to your inner power. The ripple effect of authenticity. When you choose yourself, you don't just transform your own life. You inspire others to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a beacon, showing those around you what it means to live unapologetically. Jung believed that individual transformation has a collective impact, creating a ripple effect that shifts relationships, communities, and even the world. By embracing your true self, you give others permission to do the same, fostering connections rooted in honesty and mutual respect. This ripple effect is most evident in your relationships. When you live authentically, you no longer tolerate connections that deplete you. Instead, you seek those that nourish your soul, relationships where both partners can grow, evolve, and support each other's journeys. These connections aren't about dependency or sacrifice. They're about collaboration, where two whole beings walk side by side, celebrating each other's individuality. A life of purpose and peace. Choosing yourself is not a one-time decision, but a daily practice. It's in the small choices, setting a boundary, pursuing a passion, or pausing to listen to your intuition, that you build a life aligned with your truth. This journey leads to a profound sense of peace, one that comes from knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. It's not about perfection, but about presence, about showing up fully as yourself without apology. Jung taught that true fulfillment comes from embracing your unique path, even when it diverges from what others expect. When you live this way, life feels less like a struggle and more like a homecoming. You discover that everything you've been searching for, love, purpose, peace, has always been within you. The right person, the one who truly loves you, doesn't complete you. They remind you that you were whole all along.